Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Today I came with new unit, that is data analysis and presentation, that is for GNM third year students. Okay, you can go through this unit. Last class we are discussed regarding what data collection methods. Okay, we have discussed different types of data collection methods, and we have discussed observation methods and questionnaires and different types of questionnaires we have discussed, and observation methods, attitude scales, we have discussed that. And after the data collection, next we are moving for the data analysis and presentation. How we can able to do the data analysis in nursing research, and how we can able to present in our research paper. Okay, you can see that. What is the purpose of data analysis? To answer the research question and to help determine the trends and relationship among the variables. Why we are doing data analysis? We have to answer the question. Which questions problem we are created, that questions answer we have to give, and the answer we have to find out, and we have to find out the relationship, okay, between the variables, and we have to determine the trends. Okay, you can see that steps in data analysis. Okay, before data collection, the researcher should accomplish the following. Determine the method of data analysis. Okay, the researcher should know which method we have to follow and which type of sampling technique I have to follow. Then researcher should know regarding in the method of data analysis, and determine how to process the data. They also, the researcher should know, and how to process, how to do, we can calculate this data. And next is consult the statistician. If you don't know to do the statistical statistics, what do? You can able to consult the statistician and prepare dummy tables. So you can able to prepare the trial table for that. And next is after data collection, first we have to do, we have to process data and prepare tables and graphs, analyze and interpreting findings, consult again statistician, and prepare for editing. Okay, we will be discussing and everyone again. Okay, first one is kind of data analysis. Which type of data analysis we are using in the research? First one is descriptive analysis. Second one is inferential analysis. Okay, first we are moving to regarding in the what is descriptive analysis. Okay, descriptive analysis, it refers to the description of data from the particular sample. Okay, we are explaining regarding in the description of that demographical variable and a demographical variable of particular sample. Okay, you can see that hence the conclusion must refers only to the sample. In other words, these summarize the data and describe the sample characteristics. Okay, sample characteristics, descriptive characteristics is like a biographical data. So, okay, there might be that age, gender, occupation, educational status, and professional experiences. Okay, and source of knowledge. Okay, that is coming under the characteristics of that particular sample. Okay, that we are going to analyze through the descriptive analysis. Okay, you can see that what are the classification of descriptive analysis. First one, how we can able to identify which mathematical equation now we will be used in descriptive analysis. Frequency distribution. First one is a systematic arrangement of numerics value from the lowest to the highest to lowest. Already we know that after collection of data, we have to give the scoring to the each characteristics of your each characteristics of your questions, and then we have to give the marking and a scoring. Then we have to convert that in a master plan, and we have to make the master sheet, otherwise coding sheet we have to prepare before doing this descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. First, you have to go for the coding, and you have to give the coding, and if the right answer you can be able to give the 1 score, and is a wrong answer you can able to give the 0. So you have the 30 questions means क्या होगा 30 question. The first sample is attended 30 question. Might be 30 question. Their answer is might be 27 mark they scored, but in that you have to mark that. And the first question is right means you have to give 1 score, and the second question wrong means you can give the 0, and again third question right means you can give the 1, and again like this you have to give that coding to that particular questions, and then we have to give the coding. Also we have to make the coding sheet first, and after we can go for the analysis of how we can able to make the analysis, and then we have to make the frequency distribution. You know that here you can able to make that highest to lowest. Okay, क्या करेगा? You can able to make it two different frequency, lowest to highest, ascending order में you can able to make it, and descending order you can able to make it. How you can able to make it? Okay, don't write the name of the sample. Only have to take the sample number 1, 2, 3, 4 like this. And if sample is 50 sample, you can take it, and you have to take that first sample. How much more? If age group based, we are going to analysis. Okay, age group के हिसाब से first sample in 18 to 20, 18 to otherwise 15 to 20 years age group में how many samples are there? You can see that है ना, total number. Okay, sample one. अब first आपको how many numbers you got, second you how many numbers got, you have to write it, and in that you have to see that a 18 to 20 age group में the how many people is got this score. अब उनका score difference होगा, that score you have to make in a ascending otherwise descending order. And next you can see formula EF is equal to N. You can see E means sum. Okay, sum of frequencies and N. Okay, you can see frequency and then it's a sample. Frequency मतलब total mark complete you have to total it, and you will be get the N. And it's a sample size. Okay, sample size मतलब total sample का 50 is the 50 is your N. Okay, you can see that measures of central tendency. That is also we are doing in this descriptive analysis. Okay, you can see statistical index that describe the average of the set of values. Kind of averages are mode, median, and mean. Okay, we will be find out mode, median, and mean. Okay, mode means numerical value in a distribution that occurs most frequently. Okay, mode we are okay we are doing in every nursing research, and median also index average position in the distribution of numbers, and mean is a the point on the score scale that is equal to the sum of the score divided by total number of score. Okay, this is x mean. Okay, mean equation x is equal to sigma x divided by n. Okay, sigma x divided is sigma x divided by n. But what is that? This okay, total of x, and what are the total score? Okay, x is a sum. X is each individual row score, and x is number of a number of cases, and the mean x is the mean. Okay, mean how we will be get it x. ओके एक्स मतलब आपको पता है आपके एज ग्रुप में एज के हिसाब से आपको कितना सैंपल मिले पर 30 में यू गॉट दिस टोटल स्कोर यू हैव टू चेक इट, उसमें 20 में कितना लोगों को मिला है, दैट स्कोर यू हैव टू calculate it. 10 स्कोर मिला, 10 20 30 40 50 like this you have to total score you have to calculate, that will be get sigma x, and then is your total sample size 50 to 50 100 to 100, that time you will be get the mean. Okay, next we can see measures of variability, statistics that concern the degree to which the score in a distribution are different from similar to each other. Okay, you can see that the two common used measures of variability. First is range, the distance between the highest score and the lowest score in the distributions. Okay, how we will make it the range between the highest and lowest score. The range learning center is a 250 to 750. Okay, that like can able to make the range, and learning center is about 350 to 650, and standard deviation is another descriptive analysis SD. Otherwise SD, the most commonly used measures of variability, it indicate the average to which score deviate from the mean. Okay, you can see that in that how will we make it. Okay, what are the equations also you can see that by variant descriptive statistics derived from the simultaneous analysis of two variables to examine the relationship between the two variables. Okay, we can able to do it identify the relation between the two variables, the knowledge and the demographical variable association we can able to identify, and two commonly used bivariate descriptive analysis, contingency table and correlations. Okay, contingency tables, two-dimensional frequency distribution in which frequency of two variables are cross-tabulated, and correlation means the common method describing the relationship between the two measures. Okay, two measures in the sense that we have to identify the knowledge and perception, knowledge and attitude we have to identify, then we can able to cross relation we have to find out through this method. Okay, you can go for kind of data analysis, descriptive and inferential analysis. Okay, inferential analysis already we have discussed regarding descriptive analysis. Descriptive analysis we are doing for the find out the characteristics of the sample. Okay, find out the characteristics of the sample, age, gender, occupation, that we have to find how many members are represented in this age group, how many members are have this much education, how many members of this, and then after we are going for the mean, we will be find out the mean and standard deviations. Okay, next we are coming for the inferential statistics. Okay, this use of statistical test either to test for significant relationship among variable or to find out the statistical support for hypothesis. Okay, we have inferential statistics we are can able to identify. We can able to calculate through the association between the two variables, the knowledge and demographical variable. The other thing is we have to testing of hypothesis. For that also we can able to use inferential statistics. Okay, numerical values that enable the researcher to draw the conclusion about a population based on the characteristics of a population sample. This based on the law of probability. Okay, inferential statistics that is based on the law of probability. Already we have Probability matlab might be it will be happen, otherwise not. Probability matlab chances only it will be occur. Okay, you can see levels of significance. An important factor in determining in the representatives of sample population and the degree to which chance of affect the findings. The level of significance is a numerical value selected by the researcher before data collection to indicate the probability of erroneous finding being accepted as a true. Okay, we have to find out the level of significance. The value represented here 0.01 or 0.05. Okay, hypothesis, especially for hypothesis testing, we are following this. Here we will find out the level of significance. Okay, in 0.01 level, otherwise 0.05 level. Okay, you can see the use of inferential statistics. Cited some statistical test or inferential analysis. First one, a t-test. Okay, paired t-test. It is used to examine the difference between the means of two independent groups. Okay, we are test we are using for the identifying in the different groups. Okay, mean correlation we have to find out we are using in the paired t-test. And next you can see analysis of variance, ANOVA test. It is used to test the significance or difference between the mean of two or more groups. Okay, and it's a chi-square test. Okay, chi-square test we are used to test the hypothesis about the proportion of element that fall into various cells of contingency table. What is hypothesis? Okay, hypothesis testing is also coming under the inferential analysis. Okay, testing of already the hypothesis मतलब क्या होगा? We are assuming that, and we with the scientific principle we are predicting that it should be might be the chance to occur, otherwise not, and that is coming under hypothesis. You can see the testing procedures. The outcome of study perhaps may retain, revise, or reject the hypothesis and determine the acceptability of hypothesis and theory from which it was derived. Okay, sometimes the hypothesis will be accepted, and sometimes that is will not accept, rejected also will be happen. Okay, and next is steps of in testing hypothesis. Determine the test statistic to be used. Okay, which test we are using? Chi-square test we are using, and establish levels of significance. As levels of significance in 0.01 level or 0.05 level, we have to identify the level of significance and select a one-tailed or two-tailed test. Okay, we can use it one-tailed or two-tailed test we can able to use, and compute a test statistic, calculate the degree of freedom, and obtain the, okay, first before going to chi-square test is having the degree of freedom, and obtain the table value of statistics and compare the test of statistics to the tabled value. And we have to check in the 0.01 level and 0.05 level. We have to compare with that table value. Okay, next is presentation of finding. And after that calculation, first I said that after data collection, we have to make the data in a convert in a code. And master coding sheet we have to prepare. After we have to go for the analysis. For analysis, what do we do? We have to use different two types of analysis: descriptive and inferential analysis. Different descriptive analysis, we are identifying the characteristics of the sample. And the characteristics of the sample identify करने के लिए we are using in that descriptive analysis. And inferential analysis we are using for the relation between the two or more variables, and hypothesis testing for we are using in this inferential analysis. Now we have discussed different types of formula. In descriptive analysis, we have said that mean, median, mode. We can use standard deviation we are using for descriptive analysis, and inferential analysis we are using chi-square test, ANOVA, paired t-test we are using for inferential analysis, and hypothesis testing is there. Before doing hypothesis testing, we have to identify the level of significance. Which level of significance we have to identify? We have to check, compare with the result, and 0.01 level or 0.05 level. Okay, after this calculation, what you have to do? We have to interpret your result in the research paper. Okay, how to do it? Okay, you have to do presentation of findings. Okay, findings are presented in different forms such as narrative or textual form. Okay, you can write in a text, and we can write description. We can be able to make the description and direct quotation and implication of the study. Otherwise, you can be able to interpret the result in the tables. Okay, tables are used to present a clear and organized data. This utilizes for easy analysis and interpretation of data. Okay, tables are helping for the easy analysis and interpretation of data. Okay, next is the parts of two tabular data are presented in the following: row horizontal entries, column vertical entries, and cells. Okay, you can see part of the table column. Okay, you can see that. Okay, these are columns and rows. Okay, next is interpretation of data. After analysis of data and appropriate statistical procedure, next chapter of research paper to present in the interpretation of data, which is final steps of the research process. Okay, what is that interpretation? Okay, what you are identify? What are the findings we have to interpreting your research paper. Okay, what are the three areas? Summary of findings and conclusion and recommendation. Okay, what are the findings you have find out? Okay, what are the findings you have find out? Example for characteristics, okay, demographical characteristics you have to check it. What are things you are find out, and you have to see demographic inferential stats. We can able to compare the relationship between demographical statistics and knowledge of the persons. And other thing is you can able to find out what are the findings you got, then hypothesis is rejected or accepted, that you have to interpret in your research paper. And conclusion, what you got the conclusion, what you have understood, and what you have completed, what you understood regarding this research. And recommendation, this research you can able to recommend in nursing research, education, administration, and clinical practice. That is also you have to mention here interpretation. Okay, next is summary of finding. The summarize. Okay, the portion of summarize the result of data analysis from data. Okay, you have to summarize the data. Okay, next is the best things to review the stated problem and result of your data analysis. Okay, when you summarize. Okay, next is conclusion. Conclusion is drawn from the summary of findings. Okay, summary of findings you have to write it conclusion and focus on the answer to the problem, including outcome of the hypothesis, whether it is rejected or accepted. And next is recommendation. This is based on the result of the conclusions. The main goal is geared toward improvement or development. And this analysis, this analysis is improved or not developed. It is useful for the nursing education and otherwise nursing practice. Okay, and next is final research output. Writing a final output. The researchers should know to only the parts research process, but also the forms and style in writing research proposal and research paper. Okay, the nurse researchers should know to how to write the nursing research paper, nursing research proposal. Okay, after finding, after interpretation, how we have to, which format we have to follow to write the research paper. First, what you have to write? Format of writing study, research study, how you will be write. Okay, first one is preliminary. The first page you have to know title of the study, and acknowledgement page is required. The first different page which is needed, title of the study. Okay, and you have to mention this. Okay, detail of your study. And next is acknowledgement page. You have to write. Next you can go for a table of content, a list of table and list of figures. It will become. Next you can see the main body of content is chapter 1 is introduction. That is introduction related to your research topic. And you can see introduction, introduction, background, and need of the study will become. And second unit you can see review of literature, review of literature. And next you can see chapter 3 research design and methodology, chapter 4 analysis and interpretation of data, summary 5 summary and conclusion, recommendations, and bibliography, and appendix. Okay, and bibliography you have to write it, and appendix also you have to mention. And you have to appendix you can see what are the tools you have used, what are the permission letters you have to attach, and coding sheet you have to attach. What are the things you are used for this conducting this study, that you have to attach in appendix 1, 2, 3 that you have to attach. Okay, and next is sample of the table of contents. You can see the table of content, acknowledge list of table, list of figures, chapter 1, problem and its background, introduction, background of the study, conceptual framework, statement of problem, hypothesis, significance of the study, scope and delimitation of study, and definition of terms. And I can see chapter 2, review of literature, and chapter 3, research design and methodologies, and chapter 4, analysis and interpretation of data, chapter 5, summary, conclusion, recommendation, bibliography, appendix, and curriculum. Okay, table of content. It indicates all the content of research paper, and the page number for each section is placed at the right hand and margin. Okay, when you will make the table of content, you have to write this page number, which page it will be, we will be get this topic. Okay, it's very important. You can use it Roman numeral. Okay, at the bottom of the, and indicate at the bottom of the paper. Okay, list of tables, and the caption should be exactly how it appears the text, and in numbering the table, use Arabic numerals. Okay, this is coming under the research. Okay, this is coming under the data analysis and interpretation. I hope everyone understood regarding this topic. Thank you.